It's a wonderful day to rob a bank. Maybe 2 or 3, 4, 5, I don't care. How else could we get the money to buy a nice big Christmas tree with baubles on? So just remember as you send your gifts away for the crew that today is payday too. Give me that guitar, you bastard. Oh yeah, I've still fucking got it. When Christmas comes, everybody's having fun, and no fucker is expecting that a heist is being brewed like a nice cup of tea. So just remember as you send your gifts away for the crew that today is payday Merry fucking Christmas!
All right, welcome back. We are up
Here.
and in it again.
It's a wonderful day to rob a bank, maybe even 2.
So I did want to mention this is kind of goofy. So the other day we had someone come into stream who followed, and later in the stream I realized that they also whispered me, and I hadn't noticed because I
Shit.
yeah, I don't really pay attention to my whispers while I'm actually actively live. But I did happen to see it this time a little bit after the fact, and they were like, "Oh, you got a great energy, keep it up," and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, "Okay, cool, thanks." And then they started saying, "I mean, I might have some suggestions for you to, for your streams and stuff, if you want to hear them." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'm open to it, whatever." And then they're like, "I have a friend who's like got this big following on Twitch, and I can let him know who you are. He likes to give smaller streamers a shot and stuff like that." And I was like, sure, I like whatever, if you want to promote me to someone. I mean, just I don't expect anything's gonna come out of that, right? And then he's like, "Yeah, his name is such and such on Discord. Let me know when you add him." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, no, that's a scam. It's a fucking scam.
Yes.
Don't even fucking come at me with that shit. Are you kidding me?"
Good lord.
I was having a good chuckle over that one. I'm like, that's not. Come on.
Crazy.
I'm not that.
And I was
stupid.
hoping it was going to say, like, oh yeah, Asmongold.
As if Asmongold would ever be able to come across this channel, and see what we're.
Listen,
what
you
we're
never
doing
know.
here. I mean, maybe, but it might be even funnier if somebody tries to. Yeah, I'll put your name up in front of Asmongold. It's like, you don't know him though. he's never going to see that. But it's always a bit of a concern too, because hold on. Sorry, my taskbar is being a bit of a cuck.
You better put that bar on task then.
Yeah. Windows just sucks is really what it comes down to. But yeah, so the concern I often have with stuff like that too, of I don't know, being discovered, I guess, by another streamer, is that if the streamer doesn't know who I am before, I don't know, before trying to get involved with me, I just don't want to. I don't want to, people don't like associating with me. I'm an asshole. I'm a cynic. I say the word retard a lot. So, like, someone like Asmongold that wouldn't care, obviously, but there's a lot of streamers who would care, who are decent people too, and wouldn't, want to be associated with that. And it's like, I don't want to implicate anybody who doesn't, want to associate with someone like me. But then again, a lot of the culture around this stuff tends to be clout chasing, and it's all about like, oh, who's popular right now? Can I be popular by associating with these people? As long as they align with my goals, and I'm not going to alienate my audience by associating with them, because a lot of people just are all about their image and not so much their convictions, which is annoying to me. I prefer to be much more. I tend to be much more involved with my convictions. Also, welcome to the stream. Looking for someone to play. Appreciate the follow.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Since it's Boxing Day, look at me.
Oh yeah, you got your boxing gloves on? Where are you at? Yeah, it's Boxing Day. Yeah. I
was wondering why I wasn't able to fucking stun people earlier.
that would
wait, that's
that
why.
would do it.
I'm fucking boxing gloves. Oh, there are different animations. That's cool.
They have different animations?
Yeah, there's like a right jab, a left jab, an uppercut. At least like on my screen.
Oh yeah. I think it has like combos basically.
Combos. Boom, 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 boom,
Still in the stages of getting better. Yeah, I mean, that's the constant payday experience for me. Is I'm always trying to get better, and I'm always failing at it.
Of course.
And also getting roasted by the community at large, normally.
Mm-hmm. I'm just glad that we finally got through the salva to change out the fucking ammo bags. But
Did he struggle for ammo at a single time during that mission? Because I don't think he did.
I think once, but I don't even think he had scavenger on.
Probably not, which is why I was trying to tell him, like, you gotta get a scavenger, but he didn't even ask me what it was. I'm like, yeah, it's a skill. You gotta invest in the skill in order to have the skill. It's not a perk. It's a skill. It's different.
I think he might have been a little bit mad that I was calling him out for not listening.
Well, it's just like, I don't know. Your ammo doesn't do you much good when you're fucking dead all the time. Like,
yeah, that's kind of my view on it too. Because like, if you're able to keep yourself alive, then you can go with ammo, and like having a doctor bag, it makes things so much easier.
Well,
because I was dying a lot before I had those equipped.
Yeah, well, the thing is that he doesn't know how to actually like survive, like how to play the survival side of this game. Mm-hmm. And his build is like max health, I guess, but he doesn't really have a way to restore health. He has Gooners now, finally, but they are only one form of health regen, and it's just passive. And if your Gooner goes down, you can be at risk. And yeah, there's just things like that. So you've got to have ways to mitigate that. Like, I don't even know if he's using what's that one? Getting headshots gives you fucking armor back, because that's another important one. Yeah. But like engaging with that to use invulnerability gates, just armor gating, is really big in this game. And it's funny too, because like he doesn't know how to shield gate in Warframe either, and never, like, he's like, yeah, I gotta figure out how to get better at this game. And I'm like, I will happily teach you how to shield gate, how to understand what each Warframe like wants from you playstyle wise, in order to keep yourself alive, sustain your energy. Because it's like, if you don't know how to, if you don't know how to just understand the mechanics of a Warframe from the get-go, then you might build really stupidly. Like, you might put primed flow on a Lavos. That's not something you ever need to do.
Or like Archon Stretch on like Ember.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, you could do. Archon Stretch is one of those things where, because it does play with your companions' damage as well, you can actually get energy sustain from having your companion use electric energy. But I think it's like most commonly used with like Darija, I think. I can't remember. That was the fastest. That was the fastest fucking time we found that thing. Control room.
Oh yeah, I mean we've been getting really lucky lately with finding the control room in the very first room available.
It's a Christmas miracle.
It's a Christmas miracle. I ain't gonna do Nathan about it.
Nathan.
Nathan.
Hello, doggo. How are you doing?
What is he doing?
He's just chilling here.
Oh,
Hey, puppy.
I really miss having my own little buddy.
I do love my doggo. He's very sweet.
It's so funny because I was looking up like, so you know how like people look up and they're like, oh yeah, this cat is very dog-like. I kept looking up and like, are there any dogs that are very cat-like? I just want a cat again.
Yeah, Lothric is very cat-like.
Oh.
He doesn't like water. Although my
But he
parents
loves
tried to
snow.
retcon that randomly. But he does love snow, yes. But he doesn't like water, but he loves to cuddle. He's always up in my lap. He, he's just a bit of a goofball. But he's a lot friendlier than most cats. He's just a very happy-go-lucky dog all the time. And I love that about him. And his paw appears to be hurting him a little less today, so that's good.
Well, that's good. At least he's getting better. Like that's what I was mainly worried about with him.
What's the matter, buddy? Did you come over for a TREAT?
Can he spell?
No.
Oh. Mira can spell. It's freaky.
He understands language really well, but yeah, spelling isn't necessarily his thing. What do you want a treat? You gotta give me something. You gotta give me a paw. He's a good boy. Yeah, it's your favorite. It's the peanut butter ones. You love them shits. I know you do.
I love peanut butter.
Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. How about that blast from tackle? We're skagged to say that that's a deep cut. Oh, it's a deep cut.
It doesn't sound like that.
No, he doesn't. But I like to pretend. I like to go way too hard on the
You made him sound like a yokel.
A yokel? Are you sure? Are you sure
Yeah.
that's the thing?
Like,
I don't know.
oh man, that's deep cut. Damn, I'm down already. Fuck.
Wow, you fucking suck. I'm just kidding.
Damn, bro.
Shredded.
How
No,
many
it's
times you get sniped by snipers? I have to pick you up.
yeah, because I deal all of the damage because you can't.
Damn. Fuck.
I literally sacrifice my health so that we can actually get the kills we need to keep these things smooth. Oh, but yeah, but no, I was actually going to throw you a bone before you said that. I was going to throw you a bone and be like, but getting downed in this part of day 2 is really like it happens all the time to me because like it's just really easy to do because the fucking FBI agents for some reason do a lot of damage.
Yeah, it also just sucks trying to find a fucking gooner.
I also have doctor's bags still, and I don't mean to. So at least you can reset your downs.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking need to because I
And there's a
died
key
again.
card on this desk behind the doctor bag as well.
There we go.
You got kind of an annoying layout this time, though. I also like that Pladsy said the other day that like the lasers aren't perfectly aligned with the actual like where the shots land. I'm like, depends on what you mean by that.
Yeah.
Because if you put a laser sight on any rifle in the real world, it's not going to be lined up with every shot, and you know why that is. It's because shots travel, and unless the laser's coming out of the barrel somehow miraculously, it's not gonna line up the entire time. It's you have to zero it in at a specific distance. Which is what you do in Star Citizen, is where you press a button to zero in your sights for a specific distance, so that you can be assured that your bullets will land where you're looking at a certain range, and then you can kind of figure from there where your shots will land at different ranges based on that, or just re-zero your sights, because you can do it with a single press of a button, which is not how it works in real life, by the way. Wish it was that simple, but it's not. You have to actually do test fires and stuff like that. Well, that was fast, Cash Patel. You got fucked up. Your whole team got destroyed. There we go.
There will be accountability.
There will be accountability. Yeah, it's called contempt of Congress, and impeachment probably too. We'll see how it goes.
I hope so.
I mentioned that Thomas Massey and Rokama had been drafting up impeachment papers, and my parents were instantly like, "Yeah, but this administration's never gonna impeach them," and I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. They can still be held accountable by further administrations. You just, like...
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Well, it's like, we were talking about which side, like, because my stepdad asked which side of the road they drive on in Mexico, because my sister's boyfriend is Mexican. And he's like, yeah, we drive on the right side of the road. It's left-hand drive, everything. And I'm like, yeah, you know, it's almost like we're landlocked with Mexico, and they would, you know, since our roads connect, they'd probably make more sense if they were using the same style of driving that we do.
True.
Especially since, you know, we also, a lot of our car parts and stuff, like manufacturing processes, happen in Mexico.
There's some areas and stuff.
Like, they go between countries here a lot. And immediately my stepdad just clapped back with, yeah, well, maybe but Trump would probably want to do something to change that. And I'm like, fuck does Trump have to do with this? Like, yeah, genuinely. What? Like, and this is the type of shit that is just like, it kind of becomes par for the course at the dinner table these days. Is just, you bring up anything, and somehow, some way, my parents got to relate it back to Trump, and I'm just like, can we just...
It has nothing to do with him.
Yeah, well, and you guys know, like, that Trump derangement syndrome is a word that people use to clown on people that go too hard on criticizing him.
Yeah, people like you.
Why would you play into that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just, I just didn't even entertain it. I was just like, it's fucking Christmas Day, dude. What are we talking about Trump at the dinner table for? Like,
yeah,
what the fuck?
He does not even deserve you guys fucking, you know, talking about him.
Don't let him live in your head rent free. That's not fucking...
No.
That's not productive.
Yeah. The only rent that's free is in the fucking jail cell that all the Epstein people need to go into.
Yeah. See, that's a good use of our tax dollars, is to put people in, is to incarcerate pedophiles.
Yeah. And not put them, you know, in a cushy, like, cell, but
Yeah, not good to the sweetheart pills.
Speaking of, so I watched a video last night. I don't know how true this is. I meant to ask Salva about it too. But there's apparently a documentary about a Salvadorian prison, one of the Salvadorian prisons, that was going to air in the U.S. and was pulled from air by CBS hours before it was supposed to go live in the U.S.
Yep.
And
yeah,
it aired in Canada. And apparently, I mean, it's really bad. Like, they sent innocent, like, asylum seekers to the Salvadorian prison. And, you know, in this prison, obviously, it's Salvadorian. We know how this goes. Like, I don't even need to fucking, like, go into the details. But it's no better than, like, a fucking North Korean camp. Like, there are no it's like human rights violations left and right. And they apparently, like, people who were deported and sent to the Salvadorian prison from the U.S., who most of them were, you know, just asylum seekers, not even, like, you know, people from, like, MS-13 and stuff. Which, like, the fact that was pulled by CBS, really bad. That's just a bad look.
So I will poke a couple of holes in that. First thing is, we don't know why it was pulled. And until we do, we can't make any assumptions about it. Furthermore, from what I've heard of the people who've seen it, is that none of the things that are in that documentary are actually new information. It's stuff that's already been pulled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the first time I'm hearing about it. So
yeah. So we'd have to find out, like, why it's been pulled, because it could be something benign and innocuous, like, oh, it was. We found out that there was some like plagiarism or something, like there was some stolen content or some uncredited shit, or it could be anything. Right? We don't know, but but it could be that there's something damning in there that wasn't previously known. Who knows? But if that's the case, that's authoritarian and like, there needs to be a complete overhaul of the government if they're going to be doing shit like that, because you can't.
Yeah,
that defiles the very foundation of what the United States stands for. And no, I'm sorry, you bunch of dweebs. The United States doesn't stand for genocide and slavery like a lot of people think. That is not what the Constitution was founded on.
Well, my grandma and I were having a conversation kind of similar about this earlier.
About Anthony Johnson?
She was talking,
I'm sorry.
No. About how, like, you know, she read this book called, oh god, like American Crusaders or something like that, about SCOTUS, and how it's basically completely, like, stacked with, like, you know, white nationalists or whatever. And how, like, the conversation led to, like, her talking about how she had gotten into an argument. So one of my grandpa's sisters is, like, you know, she used to be really cool, would, like, go to clubs and, like, you know, a bunch of stuff, and then, like, for somewhere just did a hard turn and became, like, extremely religious, and, like, not the good kind of religious, like the hateful kind of religious, where like gay people are demons, and Obama is a demon, and Trump is, like, gonna save America, that kind of shit. And long story short, she basically
God, she got the vaccine. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
She's probably an anti-vaxxer, to be fair.
But yeah. And she would, like, post, put, like, posters of, pretty, like, horrible things, like, you know, saying that gay people are gonna burn in hell. When she had a lesbian couple, who were neighbors with her, who had to see that every day. So she's just not a good person. Like, believe what you want to believe, but it's like, don't make it everyone else's fucking problem.
No, well, because the thing is that to my mind, nothing about the Bible or Jesus' teachings or anything like that tells you that you should be informing others how to fucking live their lives. Trying to save people from hell or whatever. That's some bullshit interpretations that don't really have any merit, in my view.
Yeah, and so she basically cut out my grandpa, her brother, out of her life after everything that he had done for her, like, you know, basically like helping her at the drop of a hat throughout their lives and stuff, because they disagreed on Trump. And I don't think it was my grandpa said, oh, everyone voted for Trump as a fascist kind of thing. I think he just said that Trump has some fucking moral issues, and she cut him out to the point of ignoring his calls when he was on his deathbed. So she's a fucking demon, if you ask me. And apparently, like, my grandma had talked with her about how they were saying something about how Thomas Jefferson was like wanting to put a Bible in every school, which my grandma did the research. That's not true. He actually refused to do that. Fun fact. And it's very funny too, because people are like, you know, oh well, the thing was you know, in God we trust, and the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag was put together by the founding fathers. They wanted us to be a Christian country and stuff, when in reality the Pledge of Allegiance, adding under God and in God we trust on our money, was added to during the 50s to combat communism. That had nothing to do with, you know, the founding fathers. And yes, I believe that most of the founding fathers were probably Christian. That just makes sense. Like, with, you know, the Puritans coming over, and it just makes sense. But,
yeah, I mean, and there's a lot of Calvinism and stuff too in the early among the early settlers, which I think Calvinism is one of the greatest evils in religion I've seen.
Oh yeah.
You should never be trying to tell people that they were born into sin. That's brutal, dude.
And trying to make people not want to like no dancing, no music, no sweets, like all kinds of.
It's just shit like that is the fastest fucking route to like nihilism or radicalization. Like the more you oppress, the more you fucking turn people against you, basically.
Yep.
Not Stephen Miller.
Ew.
But yeah, that's absurd. I mean, like, and the thing is like, and I will tell you this outright, that like the United States was never designed to be a theocracy of any kind.
No.
There was supposed to be a separation of church and state, and there are some people who believe that churches should remain as tax exempt organizations. I don't know how I feel about that. I lean very heavily towards unless you are absolutely like a charity organization, which some churches are, or act as charity
They have mega churches.
Right.
Who have like thousands of fucking people who go to church every day who are tax exempt, and they're buying fucking like private jets and stuff. Like, those people are hell spawn. I'm not religious, but those people are demons.
That's worshiping the golden calf, is what that is.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
It defies the very basis of the religion. The first commandment. In fact. But so yeah, it's just like it's just very dumb, and so unless you're going to monitor and regulate these churches like you would a charity organization, they shouldn't be tax exempt.
No.
Simple as if churches are supposed to be run off of donations, fine, by all means, but they have to be regulated like a charity organization, like a whatever those
There needs
501c or
to be
whatever they're called.
vetting. There needs to be fucking vetting.
Yeah. Well, and as it is, the charity organizations that we do have in the Western world, in the United States and Canada, I know firsthand are not regulated well enough as it is. Because it's impossible. Like we're never gonna have it perfect where there's no embezzlement, there's no bullshit happening behind the scenes. But it's just like a charity that might continue to justify its own existence despite having achieved its main objective, which happens all the time. Well, maybe not all the time, but it is something that happens. I got the server if you want to get the door.
Yep.
But yeah, they you just have people who they continue to collect donations and line their fucking own pockets. They do not give a shit about the people they're there to help, but they act like they're part of some, you know, social elite because they help people who are in need. They work for an organization that helps the needy, even if they have never actually provided any positive things themselves in their entire time working with these companies or these organizations.
Yeah. It literally is it is the perfect example of virtue signaling.
Yeah, that is like textbook virtue signaling and how it causes harm. Like it has all the components right there. And I think that virtue signaling is causing the downfall of our modern civilization in the West here. I think this, people call it suicidal empathy. I think it's worse. I think it goes to potentially homicidal empathy. It's spiraling out of control constantly, and people just wanting to be seen as someone who is virtuous despite not actually doing anything virtuous ever, pretty much, is fucking wild.
Yeah. It really fucking bugs me.
Ew.
Big bad.
Red and white camo. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm a pass on that.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's gonna do it for today's stream. I'm kind of tired, so I'm just gonna go hang out and chill for the rest of the day. So thank you all for tuning in. Check out my new Zelda shirt. It's pretty cool. That was also made for me by my mom. Pretty cool.
Top ganache.
And then come back tomorrow for another raid on the DOJ. We are going to keep going until people are actually being put to task for this shit. There needs to be consequences. You can't just rape children and get away with it. Simple as that.
Yeah.
So yeah, come back tomorrow. Check out my YouTube channel. We've got some stuff up on there. Lots of stuff up on there. There's a whole playlist of all of the streams from this series, as well as the other streams we've done, all on there. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Bye, everybody.